What's good, everybody? Appreciate you checking in. All right, let's break down this 25-10 win over the New Orleans Saints. It's the second to last game of the season. We have one game left, but we have ourselves a rookie that is basically proving that he is the best in the business as it stands today and one of the best the Raiders have ever had. So we're going to take a look at the stats and the records that he broke today in this game and some of the players that I'm excited about and some of the players that actually did well this game. And they're basically trying to prove themselves to show that they have a spot on this roster next year. And I want to get your opinion on that. We're also going to talk about Antonio Pierce as the Raiders head coach and what his future looks like. And so, but before we get into it, if you can, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on those notifications. My next giveaway is at 4,500 subscribers. So if you want to be included, hit the subscribe button and turn that notification so you do know when it goes down. But before I do, big shout out DK Raiders and Ed Dog, man. You guys were the winners of my previous giveaway. I got you guys your giveaway prizes. I appreciate you. And Raider Pete, you also got back to me. I know it was a little late. I had to move on, but you did get back to me. But I also shot a giveaway over to you as well. Just again, my way of saying thank you and just show my appreciation to all my subscribers. But if you are not a subscriber in your view, and hit the subscribe button so you are included in my next giveaway again at 4,500 subscribers. So let's kind of get into this. So first and foremost, man, let's talk about our first round rookie and just the season that he has had. Today against the Saints, he broke four records. So we're going to kind of break this thing down. Brock Bowers broke the most receiving yards by a rookie in franchise history. And it's the most receiving yards by a rookie tight end in NFL history. Two huge records to be broken. In addition to that, when we talk about receptions, he's got the most receptions by a rookie in NFL history. And he also, I know the graph says he needs 2 for the most by a Raider, but he actually exceeded that. So he broke that record, which was previously established by Darren Waller, but he broke the most receptions in a season for any Raider player. So 4 total records were broken today by our first round rookie, Brock Bowers. So big shout out to him, man. Got to give credit where credit is due. With very poor quarterback play, he's been able to exceed expectations, and he's been able to break these records. The future is bright for this kid, and I cannot wait until we actually get a good quarterback under center to continue to feed this kid the rock. I mean, he is going to he's going to smash records moving forward as long as he stays healthy, as long as the Raiders do the right things in the future moving forward. So let's talk about this game a little bit. All right. So number one, I want to give Aiden O'Connell just a little bit of credit, right? He did come out and he did look pretty good. Okay. He played a good game. Some of the throws were a little off, but I think what he's done is he's established himself as a true competition piece in this quarterback room moving forward. You know, obviously we're going to retain him. We're not going to move off of him. I'd be really shocked if we were to trade him at any point in this offseason. But I think at the end of the day, I think Aiden O'Connell could provide really good competition because you need competition. The NFL is all about competition. You need a quarterback that's going to be able to push the starter. Whether he is the starter, again, that remains to be seen. Let me know in the comment section down below if you think Aiden O'Connell should be the starter for next season. But at the very least, I think he's going to provide good competition. And so that's what Aiden O'Connell, these last 3 games are trying to prove, is that he can be that competition piece in the locker room for any future quarterbacks that are brought onto this team. And so Aiden O'Connell, decent game, good enough to continue the conversation of him potentially fighting to be a starter for next season. So again, let me know in the comment section down below if you think Aiden O'Connell should be the starter moving into the 2025 season. Next, I want to talk about Ameer Abdullah. I mean, this is one of the best rushing games Ameer Abdullah has had in his entire career. And I was excited when we initially brought him on. I thought it was a great acquisition to bring in a veteran running back into this running back room, but also a great third down back. And that's what he's proved all season long, is that he could be a great viable third down running back. Now, Dylan Labe, we brought him, we drafted him in the late rounds of last year, and he just hasn't proved anything. Now, he hasn't been provided much of a chance, but at the same time, he really hasn't proven too much. And so my biggest thing is I think Ameer Abdullah, if we can get him, I would be okay if we overpaid a little bit to kind of bring him back, because I believe we signed him for a 1-year contract. So we got to re-sign him. I'd be perfectly okay with bringing him back because this running back room is a mess, right? Zamir White, not the future. Alexander Mattison, not the future. We're either going to have to draft or bring in another free agent into this running back room to kind of solidify this running game for next season. And we need somebody. We need a veteran presence, if we don't bring one in free agents, that can kind of help this running back room grow and prepare them for what the league is going to bring. And not only that, because Amir Abdullah has proven that he's been able to be a great third down back, if we do bring in a young rookie, that is a great safety blanket for any rookie, right? Imagine if we're in a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6 situation, and that rookie can dump the ball off to Amir Abdullah and he can kind of scramble his way to a first down and move the chains and keep that drive going. Also, keep the defense off the field. That is a great weapon to have for a young rookie quarterback. And Amir Abdullah, again, all season long has proven that he could be that reliable third down back. And now he's showing that he also can be reliable in the potential running game if running backs do get injured or go down. And so, yes, he's up there in age, but I'd be okay if we overpay just a little bit, not a lot. I'm not saying break the bank, but if we overpay just a little bit to keep him in this running back room and, again, be a great safety blanket for a young quarterback, if we bring one in, I would be all for it. So Amir Abdullah is definitely somebody I want to see us prioritize and potentially bring back for the 2025 season. Let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section down below. Now, again, with only one game left, I think Jakobi Meyers has definitely solidified himself as a great building block for any young quarterback that we bring in, right? We already have Brock Bowers and Jakobi Meyers. He may not be a true number 1, but I think he's a damn good number 2. And if we bring in another receiver that can be a number 1, that is going to be the weapons a young quarterback needs to have in this league. And so I think Jakobi Meyers has proven that he can be the building blocks moving forward, or part of the building blocks moving forward. So I'm excited for that. Jakobi Meyers, he's healthy, he's reliable, and he's a damn good number 2. And so I'm excited for Jakobi Meyers moving forward. Let me know in the comment section down below, if we do pick up a number 1, do you want us to draft a number 1 now that we're sitting a little bit deeper because of the win? Or do you want to prioritize someone in free agency? Let me know in the comment section down below who you would go after in free agency if that's the route that we take. Now, one thing I do want to talk about the defense. Big shots to the defense. You guys came out and you played. Yes, you played against a young rookie quarterback, but you did what you had to do, right? I believe they only scored in the second quarter a total of 10 points. And so the defense gave us numerous opportunities to drive down the field and put points up on the board. So big shout out. Robert Spillane, he missed that pick, but man, he has shown, I believe he led the team in tackles this game. He is definitely something we need to prioritize and potentially extend his contract, bring him back for the 2025 season and beyond. And so Robert Spillane, big shout to him, man. He has proven that he needs to be a staple of this defense moving forward. In addition, another guy that continues to ball and just deserves an extension on his contract is Trayvon Morg, as well as Isaiah Polamau. I think Marcus Epps will most likely try to potentially move on from, but Trayvon Morg, I think, has shown all season long that he can be the safety of the future, as well as Isaiah Polamau. Isaiah Polamau, we signed him on a 1-year prove-it deal, and I think he's proved it. He's proved that he can be a damn good safety in the NFL, and I think that's definitely something that we prioritize. So both Isaiah Polamau and Trayvon Morg, I think, should be in the future plans for the Raiders. Again, let me know in the comment section down below what your thoughts on that. And in addition to that, Jack Jones, will give credit where credit's due. He had a good game, but here's my concern is, Jacorian Benton's going to be our number 1 moving forward. I think he did a damn good job showing that this year. But Jack Jones, it still remains to be seen. Could he be that number 2? And the more and more I watch Jack Jones, I think he does very well against young, inexperienced quarterbacks. But man, the veteran quarterbacks expose him. They understand that they can beat him on a double move. They understand that there's things that Jack Jones is very susceptible to because he's very undisciplined. All right. And so I think that's the problem that I have with Jack Jones moving forward, and why I think that there's concerns on whether he could be that number 2 is because he's just so undisciplined, and the veteran quarterbacks can expose that. And so we may need to find ourselves another solution if DC Richardson isn't that true number 2, as the offseason goes on. Do we need to prioritize a cornerback in next year's draft or even in free agency? Let me know in the comment section down below what your thoughts on Jack Jones are, and should we move off of him moving forward? And last but not least, Daniel Carlson. I really like the fact that I believe he was 4 for 4. He hit all of his field goals. He did miss the extra point, but I believe it was blocked. But it's just good to see him kind of just get his consistency back, his confidence back. He struggled a little bit in the beginning of the season, or kind of towards the middle of the season. But man, 4 for 4, nailing his field goals. It's good to see Daniel Carlson kind of get back into his ways as being one of, if not the best field goal kicker in the National Football League. Good to see that. Definitely got to give props and give credit where credit's due. In addition to that, we have one game left. Do you think AP is going to be coaching his last game as the Las Vegas Raiders head coach next Sunday against the Los Angeles Chargers? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm going to drop a video on that later in this week and kind of give you my opinion. But let me know in the comment section down below if you do think AP will coach his final game next Sunday, or if you think he's going to be retained and will continue as the Raiders head coach going into the 2025 season. Let me know in the comment section down below. So again, guys, this is kind of just my breakdown of the game, of the Saints game. Not a whole lot to talk about except for some players that I do think prove that they have either a bright future with the Raiders, or we definitely need to bring them back going into the offseason. And so I appreciate you. I appreciate you checking in and sticking with me. Again, hit that like button and subscribe. Turn on those notifications. My next giveaway is at 4,500 subscribers. So if you want to be included in that, hit that subscribe button. So I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.